a bigger animal. So it's the law, it's the town law. So please keep your dogs and cats, or well, I guess dogs, on leads. And other than that, lock your doors. Is there any questions? Okay. One other thing. Special Olympics torch run in La Plata is this Thursday. So welcome everybody to support the Special Olympics. It's going to be at the Texas Roadhouse. So there's that event. Thanks.
Thank you very much. All right, moving on, we have a briefing on the summer meals program.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal Sofer. I'm one of the supervisors of food and nutrition services for Charles County Public Schools, and I'm here kind of in a dual role. First of all, to disseminate some information about a program that we do run this summer, and the second is to beg for your help, but we'll get to that in a moment. Lunch on Us is the summer meals program provided by Charles County Public Schools, along with a cooperation between some other partnerships in the county. Lifestyles, DSS, Health Department are all involved. But this is a program that we provide throughout the county. We provide free summer lunches to children under the age of 18 and under, which probably wouldn't appreciate us calling them children, 18 years old, and we have two different kinds of sites that are available to the public. The first is open sites that are school sites. The closest one to this area would be Lackey High School, where we provide hot lunches daily to anyone that would like to partake of the lunches. The second is our mobile meals program, where we actually go into the communities and provide bag lunches at sites for anyone who would like to come out and join us for lunch. Really, the only limitations to this program are that you have to be 18 or under to be provided with a lunch, and the meal has to be consumed on site. That's one of the government regulations as part of the program, as it has to be eaten there on site. You can't grab it, and we don't do to-go meals yet. So just a little bit of history of the program and just a little background. I'm actually from Indian Head. My mother still lives in Indian Head, and I'm a little bit competitive with the Waldorf side of the county, so I'm pushing for more participation in the Indian Head area this year, because the Waldorf just keeps blowing us away. And I know they're bigger, but we have sites, and we want to make sure that the kids are getting them. Summer Meals program started in 2010 as a cooperative partnership with multiple agencies. In 2011, we actually opened Lackey as an open site, and we actually had a site. It was called the New Community Kajik, which was a church-based organization right on 210. Didn't have a lot of participation at that site, about 2 meals per day. So the next summer, 2012, we opened Indian Head Elementary as an open site. Again, we didn't have a lot of participation. As you all know, in the county, transportation becomes our largest barrier. We can only be so many places in the time allotted for lunch, and we're trying to make sure that we get the meals to where they need to be. So in 2013, we opened a mobile site at Charles Landing Apartments and also in Woodland Village. And in 2014, we started providing hot meals at Lackey High School. So those two things actually helped us get our numbers up quite a bit, but we're going to do better this year. I do have some numbers. Unfortunately, I found a couple mistakes. I know, hard to believe I made a mistake, but Annie has been gracious enough to post this for me tomorrow on the website. So if you would like to see some of the participation numbers for the last few years. But this is where we need your help. Word of mouth is our best advertisement. Each day at local schools, which include Indian Head, Smallwood, and Lackey, we feed approximately 775 lunches to students that qualify for free and reduced meals. Countywide, that number reaches close to 5,800 meals, 5,800 lunches. Last year, our summer numbers, which we were very proud of because they were quite a bit up from the year before, served about 500 students a day. So there's definitely a need, and there's definitely a gap that exists during the last day of school and the first day back to school. Lunch on Us helps us ease that gap. I have these cards that I will leave on the back table if that's okay. These show all of the sites that are available in the county. Again, this is open to any children 18 and under. They do not have to be Charles County Public School students. They do not even have to be residents of Charles County. If you're here, if you have grandchildren that are coming for the summer to stay with you, you are more than welcome to partake of this program. If you have daycares that you would like to bring the children, more than welcome. The more the merrier. But the sites again are Lackey High School, Charles Landing Apartments, and Woodland Village Park here in Indian Head. And then we have some other sites in Nanjemoy and Waldorf. On the information that will be posted, there are 2 websites available where you can get the information. This is kind of just a Cliff Notes version of all the sites and all the times, but we have menus and directions. There's a mapping site that the state of Maryland provides where you can put in your address and it'll show you all of the sites close to you and give you the hours that they're open. And both of those websites are listed on this information that I will have posted tomorrow afternoon. It also includes my email address if you have any questions about the summer meals program. But if you could just share that knowledge with those that may benefit from it, I would greatly appreciate it. Any questions? I'm sorry. Yes, they should, these cards should come home with students if you have students in the system. Sometimes it's more reliable to get it from the younger students than the older students, but we do have the information available, again, on our school website and on the it's marylandsummermeals.org, I believe. But that's in this information. Yeah, I can give you a stack of cards. Yes, but definitely, we do try and, we actually have a young lady who does the 2 sites in Indian Head. They are in a Charles County Public Schools van. It's not a scary little van that drives up and gives kids lunches. But, you know, if she sees groups of kids around, she invites them to lunch. We maintain safety on the food all the time. That's why we do the cold lunches on the mobile sites. But it's a great program, and I would really like to get some higher numbers for this side of the county this year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
All right, moving on to presentations, recognitions, resolutions, ordinances, and petitions. We have a recognition today of Mario's Barbershop. I know Ron wanted to say a few words as well. So here's the town seal for over 10 years in business.
Mr. Mayor, Councilman Mr. Smith, respected citizens of the Indian Head community and visiting and distinguished guests, and especially the town business folks who have endured much in this town. It is my distinguished pleasure today to talk a little bit about Mr. Mario. As you all know, Mr. Mario's barbershop just lies in our Indian Head Highway right here. Mr. Mario was born in 1961. He's now 55 years old. He's served the military in Philippines in 1981. And then at the age of 20, he served there. He moved to the United States a couple of months after I came, actually in 1994. I came in 1994 January, and he came in on April 27th to the United States. And shortly after that, he moved, after 7 months, he moved to Maryland. And then since coming to Maryland in 2006, on May, I believe it was May the 3rd, he opened his business in our town. And I happened to be his first client that day. And little did I know, and then he took picture. The moment I sat down and he took a picture, I thought, is this the new thing with the barber that they take a picture or something? So he actually took the pictures of all the clients that came on that day. And if you go today, he's posted them on his wall. So all those first day clients are like 15 or 20 of us who were lucky that day, including my dad, were on the wall. And this year's mayor and council, we decided those of us like who are serving the business and the needs of our town, that we'll have a milestone to mark their 10 years or 15 years, 20 years, whatever the contribution is. And at least the 10-year milestone, we're going to start that. And as a part of that presentation, Mr. Mario and his beloved wife, Crystalis, we thank you for serving the town residents. We thank you for serving the folks at the base. And we are very much honored to have you in town, and we hope you will never leave this town. Thank you very much, and we'd like to invite you up on the stage so that Honorable Mayor can and the councilman can award you your award that you much deserve. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Good evening, everybody, and I am very, very happy to receive this award for serving this community 10 years. I respect everybody, and I love everybody around here. And thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Now, without further ado, I would like to invite all the Indian Head Elementary School essay readers today.
Hello, my name is Calvin Dudley, and if I were mayor, I would put together several community fundraisers. Fundraisers such as fundraisers such as fishing contests, yard sales, craft fairs, and concerts are a wonderful way to bring everyone together and raise money. I would also promote the possible beneficial outcomes to businesses and encourage them to spread their stores to the vacant buildings along 210. Businesses such as gyms, daycares, grocery stores, hardware stores, and more would be a great value to this town. People would not have to travel for everyday needs. They would provide jobs to those in need. Having local in-town jobs opportunities would also be extremely valuable, especially to those who can't drive. Secondly, I would take the raised money and build an appropriate size indoor-outdoor water park, giving the kids and adults the opportunity to stay off the streets and still have fun. The raised money would also go toward adding more playgrounds, trash cans, recycling bins, and restrooms throughout Indian Head. In conclusion, if I were mayor, I would use some of the raised money to put on a movie night once a month at the Village Green Pavilion. Fun and safe opportunity to keep people off the streets and out of trouble, and spend time with their family and friends. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my ideas.
If I were mayor of Indian Head, I would think to change our neighborhood watch program. My neighborhood crime watch isn't really a crime watch program. They don't really watch the people who steal around our place. People have their houses broken into and things stolen, taking money or electronics. People have also stolen items from outside their houses. Some cars also don't follow speed limits by speeding where kids are playing outside. Things I would try to do are people have to live in the neighborhood to be a part of our Crime Watch program. Some people living in the neighborhood who don't work during the day can be good crime watchers. People who have to look out for one another. If they see anything, they can tell on the people who are committing the crimes. Elders in the neighborhoods need other neighbors to make sure they're safe too. Police officers are starting to get more involved with the Crime Watch. Many people don't know police departments' numbers except for 911. Sometimes the police take too long to get to the crime in the exact spot that is happening. People need to call things in as they see them happening. Speeding in the community is too bad. I think we should have police officers patrol more in order to catch them quicker. In conclusion, if anybody tries a little harder, we can make the community a better place.
Thank you.
If I were mayor, I would change a few things in the town of Indian Head. The first being the fact that Indian Head doesn't have a police station. Another thing I would change is that Indian Head doesn't have a grocery store. I believe Indian Head should have a police station because the Bryans Roads police station is too far away. Their response times are very slow when responding to calls from Indian Head. This is why NeighborhoodScout.com stated there are 93 crimes per square mile in the town of Indian Head. That is a lot higher than the state's average of 61 and the nation's average of 32.8 crimes per square mile. The extra police presence in the town of Indian Head would help stop crimes before they happen. This is especially helpful for my family since we have had multiple break-ins on our property, as have many neighbors. One reason for the grocery store is that it's closer than the one in Bryans Road, making it easier for people to get to. Also, having a grocery store would help boost the economy in the town of Indian Head. Lastly, having a grocery store would create more jobs for more people. In conclusion, if I were mayor, I would work hard to make Indian Head a safer town with more police presence. Not only would it be a safer town, there would be significant economic growth due to more jobs and more money in the town.
Thank you.
Our next group of readers are fifth graders who will be promoted from this very site this Friday. But they were also here for the Bike to Work Day event on May 20th, and they enjoyed the prizes. Both a boy and a girl went away with bikes, but they wrote bike safety essays, and they will share them in this order. Michaela Hazel, Jeremy Hoover II, Colin Kirby, Treasure Harvey, and Sophia Gallagher.
Have you ever heard your parents tell you or your siblings that you need to wear a helmet while you ride your bike, and you just think how you're not going to because they are ugly or they're not cool enough for you? Well, guess what? You're the one that's not cool enough for them because helmets are lifesavers. Helmets can save you from being seriously injured or even killed. Every 3 days, a child dies due to a head injury from riding a bike. Also, every day, 100 children are in the emergency room due to a bike accident. So would you like to be one of those kids who ended up seriously injured or even killed over a silly helmet that you would not wear? When you are riding your bike without your helmet and you fall, you are more likely to get a concussion. And if it
is bad enough it can cause brain damage and even kill you. In 1995, 833 people died due to bike accidents. It is actually illegal to ride your bike without a helmet in the state of Maryland if you are 15 years or younger. This problem is not just with children. Adults have also been killed riding their bike without a helmet. So next time you decide to ride your bike without a helmet, think about some of the consequences you may face and think about how a helmet may save your life.
Thank you. Come on, Jeremy.
Good evening. I am Jeremy from Indian Head Elementary School, and today I will be talking about helmet safety. Wearing a helmet is the most important thing when you are riding a bike. If you are riding a bike, you must have a helmet on. You can get severely hurt without a helmet. Without a helmet, you can get a concussion that could lead to several injuries, including permanent brain damage. The things that could happen without a helmet are terrifying. Every 3 days, a child is killed without a helmet. If you are not wearing a helmet, you could get a concussion that could lead to CTE when you get older. There's no